Nico,
Huh?
don't do it, okay?
Do what?
Don't cry.
Mommy, I'm gonna cry.
That's okay.
What do you mean?
You're so handsome, but
I know.
But that's okay. He doesn't have makeup and all, so he
must
doesn't
say
do it.
tissues.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
You're fine.
It's okay.
Love you, Beta.
Love you too. This is not gonna go well. I've cried like 3 times already. I apologize in advance. This is gonna be tough, but we'll get through it together. Zoe, I love you. Today it's hard for me to grasp how something as inconsequential as picking my UNM orientation slot way back in the summer of 2012 connected me with the people who, years later, would introduce me to the love of my life. We were friends for almost 2 years before dating, which allowed us to learn about each other in a way that was uniquely honest, without the fever of love to rush or distract us. We were able to share genuine moments together, supposedly platonic at the time, but looking back, I can see they carried more significance than I gave them credit for. There was that time on my bachelor party house, on the couch when we broke away from the party to chat about your successes and struggles in med school. Or when I discovered just how competitive you truly are, when we played volleyball together on campus and I learned an important lesson: you hate to lose. There were dozens of these sparks sprinkled in throughout our friendship, and they slowly evolved and exploded into an epiphany, at least on my end, which was I need to ask this damn girl out. So now here we stand 6 years later, on the cusp of finally starting our lives together, and I have so much to already be grateful for.
And now, without further ado, Jay and Zoe, having proclaimed love and commitment to one another in the sight of these witnesses and myself, and by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Jay, you may now kiss your bride. My honor to present for the very first time, Nishad.
Jay, it is hard for me to think of what to promise you because I don't know if I could ever give you as much as you have already given me. Even my very first memories of you, long before we started dating, are flooded with evidence of how giving your heart has always been. I picture you across the beer pong table from me, almost crumbling under my trash talk and superior skills, but able to clap back and, as you say, put me on the stove.
Yeah.
It was this moment, I think, when I started picturing what we might accomplish together and what it might feel like to be on the scene.
I got everybody, please stand up. Please make some noise.
Zoe's biography is essentially a parade of trophies: school honor rolls, science competitions, Division I track, and ladies and gentlemen, she's also a doctor. Naturally, there are very few eligible suitors out there for someone like Zoe, but I think maybe we ought to make the case for Jay Shaw.
I didn't expect to see a man eat 2 chili dogs in under a minute, and I definitely didn't expect to be best friends with him years later. But Jay's the type of person you can't help but love. He's charismatic, hilarious, albeit obnoxiously loud, to the point that he's getting us in trouble on several occasions. But he's also considerate and just an all-around genuine person, and I'm lucky enough to call him my friend. Jay has had many accomplishments in his life. He got his MBA, he's a marketing expert with Dreamstyle, he's vice president of YPA, but his biggest accomplishment is this one right here today. And much like how I didn't expect to be best friends with Jay, he didn't expect to meet Zoe and fall in love. But also, once you meet Zoe, you realize loving her couldn't be any easier.
I know Zoe better than I know anyone else, and when she's looking at Jay, I can see that she's at home. It's so obvious to me that you are the heartwarmingly perfect husband for my obnoxiously perfect cousin.